Good day. Today I am going to present another story I wrote in a sequel in the movies, sequel movie, or series of movies called sequels, Detective Raju. The title of this story for movie is Kallu Compound. Kallu means it's a local drink, Andhra Pradesh makes it, Kallu. Compound means that's where people gather to drink Kallu and get high. Poor people go drink Kallu where the upper middle class go to wine shops. They buy scotch or beer and other, brandy or rum and all those things. But poor people go to Kallu compound, generally in the evening times, and they drink. And somebody will cook kebabs, they eat kebab meat roasted on fire and they enjoy themselves. That is where poor people's recreation is Kallu. Now, families, generations for hundreds of years did Kallu, and it is allowed. The government allows certain amount of people to manufacture Kallu and sell it in a Kallu compound. They go with the different names, but Kallu is a local name in Andhra Pradesh. And Ganga is a girl, she's a beautiful girl, a country girl, and she sells Kallu in her compound. Her father, her parents own, and his father does manufacture or prepare Kallu or make Kallu in a nearby village. They go and tap the toddy, the big toddy plants in the area, in the wild area, growing wild trees. And then they put a earthen pot and they cut a wood and it's sap collected. Every day they collect the sap, toddy sap, and then they ferment it. They add jaggery. There's a whole lot of process. Being a chemist, trained chemist, I know. They add jaggery for sugar and then ferment with the yeast, and the alcohol is called kallu, maybe 12-14%. And then it is distilled, so the alcohol come out of the liquid, and that distilled liquid is called kallu with maybe 12-14-16% alcohol sometimes. If they redistill, they increase the alcohol content up to even 20%. And that is sold in the Kallu compounds. And Bhujangam is a man who also owns some Kallu compounds. He also owns a lot of wine shops in city. And he want to monopolize, He want to take over the entire Kallu business, bring it under control. So what he does is, he sends some of his hooligans, rowdies, to disrupt the crowd to the Kallu compound run by Ganga, constantly coming and breaking the pots and raising a havoc and a hell, so the people cannot come. So she has no business. So she approaches Detective Raju to help, because he's the only guy who helps poor people in the town. And Detective Raju promises Ganga that he will take care of him and see what happens. And then he brings Ali and his high-tech Geeta and Anuradha, the office assistant, into the chasing Bhujangam and to crack this case, how he's doing, what is his business, And Ali get into the business immediately to look at the various wine shops and how he's running the Kallu compounds and trying to monopolize. And Geeta, with his high-tech capabilities, hack into his computers, his cell phones, and his business accounts and get all the data about how he's doing the business. And then they realize the wine shops are much more like a wine shop. It's much more than that. They only find out that these people are buying illicit liquor, not the real brands, like Peter Scotch or Black and White or Johnny Walker or Chivas Regal, but they're putting wrong labels and selling as a name brand. That is a business. That is illegal, illicit. They can be prosecuted for that. So somehow they have to get CC cameras and hidden cameras to get into the business. How? He's doing adulterating alcohol and putting the brand names, labels on the bottles, and then fill up with illicit liquor. And also he's putting kallu, some intoxicant drugs, so the poor people get high, and people die from it because of these drugs. Sometimes they mix methyl alcohol to get kicks, which blind people. They go to hospital, some people die. So all this they recorded with a with a hidden cameras, and then they supply to the police and the TV newses and the media. The entire media TV is on him, and the police raid his liquor shops and what is going behind them, because these people gave Detective Raj provided all the hidden camera recordings of how he is doing business. So Bhujangam was charged with all these illicit activities, how he tried to monopolize Kallu and all that. And so he has no power anymore in the town to disturb the activities of Ganga. And Ganga is happy she can have her own business back, providing service. It's kind of a service, providing cheap liquor to the poor people in the Kallu compound. She goes as well. So there is an opportunity for a lot of comedy here, with his Ali providing the comedy, and his office manager Anuradha. She's a chubby girl, a fat chubby girl. She gives a lot of comedy. Along with Ganga, there's a big dance in Kallu. People who drink Kallu, and there's a big dance, a country music song, folklore song. So there's opportunity for dance and opportunity for violence, because when the people, Bhujangam's people will fight back, obviously. So there's opportunity for fights and comedy. So comedy, event songs, and fights. So this another series of stories I wrote for my under Detective Raj. If you like it, if you want to make the movie and release on internet platforms like Netflix or Amazon Prime or YouTube, you can contact me. I can write the script and you can do the movie. Contact me at subba4@msn.com. SUBBA4 at 1234, numerical number, at msn.com. Thank you and bye.